Hello, do you like New Japan Pro Wrestling? Are you a Shin Nihon freak? If so, check out the Super J-Cast with Joel and Damon on the Voices of Wrestling Podcast Network.
And even if you fucking hate New Japan Pro Wrestling, listen to the Super J-Cast anyway. Not just for our great show reviews, analysis, and pastrami sandwiches, but there's also usually some dick jokes somewhere in the obligatory opening 30 minutes of absolute nonsense we chat about every single week. That's the Super J-Cast for all the best talk about New Japan Pro Wrestling, crisps, and pornography.
This podcast is a member of the Voices of Wrestling Podcasting Network. Visit voicesofwrestling.com to hear the rest of our great podcasts, as well as show reviews, columns, opinions, and updates across the world of wrestling.
Here we go!
You're listening to the Emerald FlowShow on the Voices of Wrestling Podcast Network.
Welcome to episode 104 of the Emerald Flow Show. We're a podcast on the Voices of Wrestling, a podcast network. You can follow us on X and Blue Sky at Emerald Flow Show. Listen to us on all of your favorite podcast apps and leave us a 5-star review. And if you're feeling generous, you can always donate to the show at voicesofwrestling.com/donate. I'm Gerard, back here with Paul. And Paul, big question for you as we start off. Are you going to be seeing Katsuhiko Nakajima when he comes to Germany in the end of September?
Yeah, so so fun fact, I actually already had like a hotel booked. So I didn't have tickets booked yet for WXW, but I already had like a hotel booked in Oberhausen because like normally I like to stay in Düsseldorf because Oberhausen sucks. But apparently there's like that weekend of like the big WXW like weekend, there is a Backstreet Boys concert in Düsseldorf. So it was literally unaffordable. So I was like, okay, in that case, I might as well just lock something in with like free cancellation in Oberhausen just in case I decide to go. And now that Nakajima is going to be there, I'm like, okay, now I kind of have to go. Now I have to go. I'm just trying to decide kind of what category I'm going to get. If I'm going to get like the evening pass and then decide like closer to the event if I'm going to get any of the like additional shows, or if I want to spend like more money to like get the to basically get the like the what's it called again, the ticket for the whole festival. So you have like all of the like ancillary shows included as well. But yes, I will be going. I just need to decide if I want to spend if I want to spend the like 270 euros to get the evening pass for like rows 2 or 3, or if I want to pay 70 euros more and get the festival pass, but it's only like row 4. So
And Nakajima will also be in Milan on October 30th for SAJ Wrestling, which I found out stands for Squash a Jobber. This is hardly the first Italian wrestling company to have just bizarre promotion names.
Yes. Yeah.
So I guess you're doing a bit of a European tour. I'm curious if you'll end up in France, but nothing has been announced yet. Well, Paul, does he think this has anything? Or because it's not that Nakajima's never done international stuff before. I mean, he's been in Ring of Honor. He did, I think, some American dates a couple of years ago. But do you think that this means anything else? Like he can't get job dates in Japan.
It might be. I mean, right? It's not like he would be the only like Japanese guy that's doing that. I mean, it's what Shigehiro Irie was doing for a while there, where he was like working more in Europe than he was in like Japan at times. And I mean, Naito literally just did the 16 karat, like same with Bushi.
Yeah.
So it's pretty clear that like a lot of like Japanese guys see this as like a good opportunity. I think especially because you can't really do tours of the US right now because you're gonna get fucked by immigration. So I think, and with the yen as weak as it is, like really your only choice if you want to like go abroad and make some money and like a currency that is worth more than your own, Europe's kind of your only choice.
Right.
Yep. So I think that like there is obviously like good. I think at this point WXW has like very clearly developed a really good reputation with Japanese wrestlers, just based on the fact that they keep bringing them in constantly. And yeah, I think it's just a easier way for them to make money than like go to like the US and risk like getting deported to Nicaragua.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll start off with Big Japan 31 Beyond the Survivor. Now, this was not their annual May 5th show. They had to settle for April 29th at Yokohama Budokan in front of 1,255 fans, which is actually down from last year. So not a good sign.
By like a lot. Like it's like 400 people less.
Yeah. So that's not good. And that's not a good sign for Big Japan as they've continued to shed wrestlers, although they are trying to do something on this show.
I think actually specifically this show, like because like one of the reasons why they are always like able to draw so many more fans for this than for like all of their other shows is that the tickets for this I think are like dirt cheap basically.
Yes, that's I think the gimmick that they've been doing lately. Just make a much cheaper tickets instead of drawing like, I don't know, 800 people.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But if that's not even working anymore, then yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, that's not good. So I wasn't going to sit here and watch the whole show, all 5 hours of it. But I will just say that I watched Fubinori Abe defeating Ryuma Sakimo in 9:49 with the Octopus Hold. Good, solid match. I got to say, I only watched one death match, and it was the barbed wire board plus weapon bringing death match. Oh, no, sorry, that's not it. It was the tag team BJAW tag team title TLC death match where Toru Segura and Kazumi Kikuta defeated Yuko Miyamoto and Isami Kodaka in 1815 with the bird strike with a missile board from Kikuta on Kodaka. And this was actually not a bad little match.
I mean, I'm not surprised. Like, these are...
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
They actually wrestled this on like your Abdullah Kobayashi and Ryuji Ito at this point who just smashed each other with stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't even dare to try to watch Abdullah Kobayashi versus Minoru.
I was about to ask you if you even were like attempting it and you just hand waved it.
You're not convinced me to watch that. But I did watch for the junior heavyweight title Kosuke Sato defeating Tatsuki Nagao in 1915 by referee stop of the front nut block, making his sixth defense of the junior title. And this rocked. This is unlike any other junior match I think you'll see in Japan this year because it started off good, solid wrestling. Both guys are solid. I think Nagao, was it a year or two ago when he was getting sort of some attention in Real 01? I was like, okay, he's got something there, but I was like, I still got a ways to go. I think this is the best match I've ever seen him in. And at some point, they just started like just stiffing each other so hard on this. And this is not your traditional junior match. So it was just awesome to watch them kick the shit out of each other until Sato got him in a neck lock and won. So, I think some people said this is their favorite match on the show. Actually, I don't know about that, but it was pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Then main event for the World Strong title. Kazumasa Yoshida defeated So Daimonji in 33-38 with a tombstone pile driver to win the title. He's the 25th Strong champion. And Daimonji failed on his sixth defense. I mean, this was pretty good, but shouldn't have gone 33 minutes. I mean, hot closing stretch, but they sort of lost me in the middle. But, I think compared to if you've seen their first match,
yes.
Like it is worth watching because Yoshida like steps up here. Like obviously Daimonji still controls a lot of this match, is still very much an aggressor, but you see compared to the first match, Yoshida's like often does get more in and has points where he does counter Daimonji very effectively to gain the momentum, and a really fun closing stretch where Yoshida takes him two tombstone pile drivers to put Daimonji away, and a pretty decent crowd pop. Although, when you're 1,200 people in Yokohama Budokan, it can sound a little cavernous. But I would say, I think they more or less got what they needed to get out of this match and sort of crown Yoshida. But I don't know how he's going to do, because he is unlike most of the other strong champions that Big Japan has ever had.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I haven't seen this one. I love the first match in Korakuen. I think that one is still one of my favorite matches of the whole year. But again, that one was helped, by being there in the building and everything. I can see where if you kind of do a similar match structure where I can drag a little bit, if you go like a half hour.
Yeah.
But I might check this out. As for where Yoshida goes, I mean, it's kind of the problem that they have in general, right? It's the roster is so thin that you just run through challengers really quickly. So,
Daimonji got 5 defenses and they had to give him deathmatch guys.
Yeah, and Yoshida twice.
Yeah, and Yoshida twice. Yeah. So that's kind of the problem. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of in a really bad spiral where it's you have a thin roster and then people keep leaving, so your roster becomes even thinner. So it's just and there's no, again, I think to be honest, for me, the main problem is there's just nobody. I've talked about this before. There's nobody coming up in deathmatch wrestling.
No.
So these guys are just going to keep getting older, and the rosters keep getting thinner. And it's Big Japan is a cockroach. So I'm not saying they're going to go to business. Maybe they go to business sometime soon. I don't expect them to, but it might just be a thing where it's not really with a bang, but more with a whimper, where it's just death by 1,000 cuts, and it's
and
in
then
10 years, it's
something
there's
called
there
Big
anymore.
Or something called Big Japan continues to run only Shinkiba.
Yeah, or it basically becomes Real Japan, but for deathmatch wrestlers, where it's guys in their 60s hitting each other with. Well, they won't even be hitting each other with light tubes anymore. So I don't even know what the fuck they're gonna do.
There is one positive thing for them. Now I can't remember his name, but who's that super rookie they had that got injured?
Yeah, I forgot his name, but I know which one you mean. Yeah,
the big guy.
Yeah.
He's coming back this month. I think later this month is his return.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully he's his knee recovered, because okay, to be fair, at this point that was January, which was a while ago. He was still kind of noticeably limping when he was doing ring duty in January, but
yeah,
again, that was a couple of months ago, so could have gotten better since then.
Yeah. So I mean, then the count is on. They should just rocket back him.
Oh yeah.
What other choice?
I mean, again, Yoshida is the kind of guy where it's you don't even need to
keep
the title on him that long. I think he's better as a chaser than probably. Yes. Just from the type of wrestlers, he seems like a guy that's better as a chaser than a champion.
Yeah, if you look at the just the sort of I don't know, the his storyline was exactly a perfect chase. Loses but shows some fire, and then he does it, and you can do whatever later with him. And that kind of thing. And yeah, you really got to get. I can't even remember this guy's name, and now I'm. What was it?
No, I have also completely blanked on it.
I completely banked on it.
I can see him in front of me. I don't.
Yes, I know. I can see him in front of me too. I totally blanked on his name. I'm just. Oh, is this it? Is it Koshiro Asakura?
Yeah, Asakura. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I found it. Yeah, that's him. Okay. Yes. So Asakura is the future of this company, whether he is ready or not, basically.
Yeah. Kind of it's just again, we're at the stage where it's you just throw something at the wall. If it doesn't stick, it's not going to make a situation any worse, but maybe it's going to do something.
I mean, though, well, let me ask you this. Do you give Yoshida his nice little feel good run for a couple months, but then do you transition back on a Daimonji or onto someone with some sort of cred before you have Asakura win it?
Because you're also because Yoshida is like such a good like underdog that it's like,
yeah, and Asakura is a big, beefy dude.
Yeah.
In that strong tradition.
So I mean, if you really want to put him on strong, you give like Yoshida like 1 or 2 defenses, right?
Yeah.
And then Asakura just like comes in and just squashes him.
You could also do that, yeah.
Just comes in like a complete monster and just destroys him in like, I don't know, 5 to 8 minutes and wins the title. Like, again, that's risky, but like putting the title on him in the first place is risky, so you might as well just double down.
Yeah. So that's Big Japan. I thought it was worth mentioning because it is the biggest show of the year, even if it's not exactly the best show of the year. But what I watched, I liked. And even though I was a big fan of Daimonji, I mean, with Asakura coming back, and I assume Daimonji is going to hang around, then, I'll keep, it's enough to keep me at least peeking in on the bigger shows and everything like that. So then we go to Noah Legacy Rise on April 24th, 2026. And boy, do we have a lot to talk about in Noah at Corkin Hall in front of 1,021 fans. Paul, what do you think of that number given that card? That's not that surprising. I don't know.
No, yeah. I mean, it's a disappointing number for them at this point, given what they've drawn recently. But I mean, it was a shit card. Like, it's like, like really, like eventually, like it's what we've seen in the past as well, right? Where like companies kind of have like a bit of momentum drawing in Kirkin, even if they don't put up like good cards. But then eventually fans just go like, well, there's nothing on here that's really worth my time. You have like the junior heavyweight tag title match, but then otherwise just absolutely nothing show. So I'm not surprised that fans were like why would I come here?
Yeah.
Like even on a Friday, like especially like there's so many more. Actually, you know what? I mean, you're in Tokyo. There's so many more nice things you can do on a Friday night than go to this show. I mean, I probably like. Here's the thing: if I was there as a tourist, I would have gone. Let's say I was like living in Japan. I probably like if I was living in Tokyo, I probably would go like, yeah, you know what? No, I probably would have been like, yeah, I think I'd rather like I don't know, hang out with friends instead.
Mm-hmm. So we start off the show with Manabu Soya, Ada, Super Crazy, and Daiki Otashima defeating Atsushi Katoge, Mohamed Yon, Hajime Ohara, and Katsumi Inahara in 7:32 with the Dando from Soya on Ohara. Perfectly fine opener. And then Kid Lycos 2, and Hiroto Tsuruya defeated Tetsuya Endo, Hayata, and Yuya Koyanagi in 5:52 with the Swanton Bomb from Lycos on Koyanagi. I liked it, but it was way too short. And then Null defeated Midori Takahashi in 121 with the Mountain Null, and I liked this because it's just a fun little squat.
Yeah, I mean, it kept it short.
Yes, exactly. And then we got the business end of the card, sort of. Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows defeated Kaito Kiyomiya and Harutoki in 9:43 when Anderson pinned Harutoki after the Magic Killer. Paul, do I have to take an L for saying that?
On the Good Brothers?
Yeah, because they've actually tried. Or do
yeah. and they're in the tag league now as well.
Yes, we'll get to that in a moment. All right. But I can't help but thinking that now I have to take an L for the Good Brothers of all people.
I mean, you know what? Give it. I feel like let's at least give them a year because that's the thing. Like they might. Still
I was going to say give them less than that.
Yeah.
There is no way.
I think tag league we'll find out. Like once we're in like tag league, like in the middle and like really like the doldrums of the tournament and like I don't know, like Gunma Prefecture. Like we'll see like if the bright lights of Gunma are really gonna like motivate like Machine Gunka.
Yeah. And then Naomichi, Marufuji, and Keno defeated Masakitami and Alpha Wolf in 10:28 with the perfect inside cradle from Marufuji on Wolf. And of course, this was how you thought it was going to go in terms of some baby faces versus Team 2000X. So that was that. Although they were trying to swerve us with the booking, I guess we'll say, as we'll get to later. And then Ozawa, Takashi Sugiura, and Jun Masaoka defeated Tetsuya, Naito, Bushi, and Ryusei in 11:02 when Bushi was disqualified.
I mean, I thought what I find really interesting about this is that like. Well, my thing for this one was like, valiant baby face Ozawa, basically. overcoming like the cheating heels. And it's like, I think really what was noticeable is that like all of the like little like cheating antics that like LTJ do that are like over as like babyface moves in New Japan
Yeah.
get like viciously booed like everywhere else basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like that they don't like that they just don't have that same cachet that they did in New Japan, which makes some sense, but I'm still surprised that there is kind of like none of it basically, because like Bushi blowing the mist got like massive boos from the crowd.
We'll talk about something else that someone on this team does that gets massive boosts.
Oh well, I mean that's just Naito. Oh god. I mean at this point there is nobody left that is like Naito should still continue doing the Destino. Like there's nobody except for Tetsuya Naito on this planet thinks he should still be doing this move.
Right. And then GHC Junior Heavyweight Tag Team title, Dragon Bane and Alejandro defeated Tadasuke and Kai Fujimura in 14:51 with a cradle from Alejandro on Tadasuke. And it was fine, but you have to factor in the Team 2000X stuff and Kai Fujimura's goofy ass heel work.
Yeah, it's bad. It's so bad.
Should have turned Alejandro instead.
Yeah. And again, who has had some experience as a heel as well.
Exactly. Yes.
But I mean, to be fair, I do like the Dragon Bane Alejandro team. It's just like Kai Fuji, he just had this great run as an underdog babyface, and this is just such a mess. Like which felt that he was finally breaking out, right? Because he's just been like spinning his wheels as like a young boy for like 10 years, and then he has this great run in the junior tournament, and now he's doing this, which just is like the most like undercard heel shtick ever, and it isn't even working. Like it's just bad.
Yep. And then main event, we had Kenta and Shane Haste defeating Yoshihiko Inamura and Asuka in 1832 with the Bomb Valley Death from Haste on Inamura. And hey, this is a good match. What can I say? Yep. It was a nice, traditional, good, solid warm-up tag for a title match.
Yeah. I think Haste also showed that, because there was a bit of like doubt around it because his New Japan run wasn't good because he just had like no motivation at all, very clearly. And again, this at least gave me like a bit more of like an easier feeling that like, okay, that's like a chance that like the match with Inamura is going to be good.
Gotta lose the nunchucks though. Those are so corny.
Oh God. Yeah. No, that's such geek behavior. It looks like such shit.
I'm like, come on, what are you doing with that?
Yeah, it's like why? Like, just come on, man. You look like such a dork.
And so we go then to Noah Spring Mayhem, the next big show that they had, Ryogoku 2026 on May 2nd at obviously Tokyo Ryogoku Kokugan in front of 4,539 fans. And Paul, what do you think of that number?
I mean, very clearly, Shane Haste is a bigger draw than Kenta. So, I mean, great. I mean, obviously, Naito. You have to credit Naito to some of that number, sure. But I think also just in general, like it's not like there was like that really was like the only like drawing match on the card, right? Because I don't really think Shane Haste, Yoshihiko Inamura, you would generally consider like a big drawing match. So the fact that like they kind of like still like drew more people than last year, I think is definitely an achievement. And I think again, I think Inamura is building a bit of like a case as a draw here. Because while Ozawa Naito is like the match, but like still like Inamura's like there's people there all very obviously just for Inamura.
He has done pretty well for himself, all things considered, every time he's main evented with a title match.
Yeah.
I think that
so I think he really is like I think again it was like a make or break thing for him, right? Like because of his age and everything. And I think like he's made it. Like I think he is like a main event, like a proper main eventer now, and will remain one like for the rest of his Noah career, really.
Yeah. So we start off with a couple of pre-show matches, which were not much. We had obviously who else to feature on the pre-show but Team Noah.
Yes, of course.
Toshika Toge, Hiroki, and Hajime Ohara defeating the rookies Yuto Koyanagi, Hiroto Tsuruya, and Midori Takahashi in 6:34 with a Texas Cloverleaf hold from Kotoge on Takahashi, with Kotoge getting a rare win these days. And then Ada defeated Katsumi Inahata in only 3:45 with the Imperial Uno, which I thought probably should have been given more time. I mean, Inahata is not like quite a rookie, and I think that they are also fast tracking him to sort of move out of that rookie status sooner rather than later. So you could have given him a couple more minutes against Ada, but then
especially since he's moving up to heavyweight as well. Like that makes it even weirder.
Yeah. So on the main card, Kenta Tetsuya Endo and Hayata defeated Muhammad Yone, Kazuyuki Fujita, and Daiki Otashima in 8:38 with a go to sleep from Kenta on Otashima. Perfectly fine, solid opener. Then the handicap.
Also, Kenta going from the main event to like the opener in 1 year.
Yes, that's a very good point that I didn't even think of. Yeah, I mean they cycled them down. I mean that reign last year felt like a gold watch reign, 25th anniversary. Let's put it back on Kenta type thing. I'm not like, it would not shock me, although I certainly couldn't rule it out, but it would not shock me if he never wins the GHC title again.
No, I wouldn't surprise me either. I don't think he probably even wants to, because his body is obviously pretty short as well. So he probably is fine just getting a title shot every once in a while, and then I think it's
more respect in the booking than he does in New Japan. It did in New Japan,
for sure, right? Because he's a legend. Yeah.
So then we had the handicap match. Null defeated Kid Lycos, and Kid Lycos 2 and 4:22 with the Mount Null on Lycos 2. That was fun for a handicap match.
Again, kind of weird, where it's like there's two people here that you're putting in your tag league getting squashed in like under 5 minutes by one guy. I don't even necessarily disagree with them losing the match. It's just a weird decision for like a team that I guess you want to have some credibility coming in like a couple of weeks.
Well, when we talk about the tag league, I'm looking at their block, and Paul, they'll be lucky to get 2 points.
Oh, yeah, I mean, probably yes, but still, like. Also, I probably would have like switched this and like Eita versus Inahara, to be honest. Like, you could probably put this on the pre-show.
Yeah, for sure. And then a 3-way match with Manabu Soya, Saxon Huxley, and X being Yuki Ino defeating Kato Kiyomiya, Harutoki, and Alejandro, and also the team of Masa Kitamiya, Takashi Sugiura, and Tadasuke in only 5:32 for a 3-way 6-man tag match. Truly ridiculous. With the Passion IS from Soya on, or Passion is from Soya on Alejandro and Paul. I mean, Soya and Ino are coming out with their like West African fabric prints and their like what is it, the warlord hair, or like mohawk hair with the 2 mohawks on each side or whatever.
And you love Soya just increasingly drawing more and more people into his midlife crisis.
Yes. You know, it's
also, again, you have to remember, right? Like, I get that it's passionate Ratels. However, it still has the Ratels name. And I would just like to remind people what Ratels was originally. Like, originally, it was a bunch of, like, former, like, indie twink, like, scummers. And now it's like Manabu Soya, Saxon Huxley, and Yuki Ino.
What's funny is that when Ino had the team with Naya, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In DDT, they were serious and they were pretty good. But then he then he leaves DDT, but then picks up a gimmick.
To do comedy.
Gimmick again in a different company.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with Ino and No. I think it makes sense.
I enjoy Ino's more serious run, and he then reverts back when he goes to Noah Bizarre.
Yeah, we'll see how they do in the tag league.
Then LTJ versus Team 2000X All Out Battle 1. Alpha Wolf and Kai Fujimura defeated on Hal Reyes and Ryusi in 7:29 with the package pile driver from Wolf on Reyes. Well, at least it was short.
Yeah.
And then All Out Battle 2, no DQ match. Bushi and defeated Jun Masaoka in 11:44 with the MX. But I don't understand why they behaved like it was a regular match when it came to the interference.
Yeah, I mean,
They could have just interfered from the beginning.
yeah, like they still had to distract the ref and like, no, you can't just run in. There's nothing he can do to stop you. Like,
Well, you
very
could say this
weird.
was the best LTJ versus Team 2000X match on the show.
Which is really bad. We're like, that's really bad if that's your best match of this whole like series.
Yes. And special tag match, Naomichi Marufuji and Keno defeated Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows when Marufuji pinned Gallows with the arm lock package hold, which Paul mildly surprised me because I thought they were going to keep the Good Brothers undefeated. And I got another Good Brothers exceeding expectations match, I have to say.
Yeah. I mean, I really did not see the like Narumichi Marufuji push coming, to be honest. But I mean, I don't know. It is working though. I will give him that.
Yeah. And then to the LTJ versus Team 2000X All Out Battle 3. Ozawa defeated Tetsuya Naito in 18-12 with a backslide, and woof, not a good match.
No.
Paul, let me ask you this. Is Naito more washed than Muto was?
At the same age?
Oh.
Or at the end?
No.
Or Muto at the end versus Naito now?
When Muto won the GHC title from Go, he was better than Naito is now, and he was still almost 60.
Yeah, no, yeah. That's also fair, yeah. I mean, at the very end, it was very rough because he was just like, again, he could basically not move at all anymore.
Yeah, his hip was about to disintegrate.
Yeah, but I will say, the Go Shiozaki match was way better than this match because
than anything.
It was also like, it was like that. It had that like basically it was insanely sloppy, that match. But like that's what made it better because it was just these two like doing moves that like they shouldn't have attempted. So it just looked insanely dangerous. And whereas in this one it was just like Ozawa trying to bounce around Naito, but Naito couldn't even do anything, so that didn't even work. Like it worked against like Ahura because Ahura was just like, yeah, I don't know, just like throw me into like a row of chairs 3 times in a row. Fuck it, why not? Whereas they couldn't really do that here, I suppose.
Yeah. The funniest part of the match to me was when Naito went for that little swinging DDT off the ropes and he botches it and the crowd just boos. And the thing is, I think the fact that they boo, the fact that Bushi doesn't miss, it's all connected. Naito and LTJ are supposed to be the cool outsider heels, but when Naito shows up and he is falling apart, then they're not going to cheer for they're just going to totally reject it. Like he is getting rejected way faster than Muto ever did.
Yeah. No, I think that's very fair, yeah. I mean, at least he's putting like Ozawa over, so that's at least a more positive thing than Muto.
Well, I mean, he won with a backslide, which makes me wonder,
I mean, they're probably going to run this back in like the N1.
Yeah. Well, also, interestingly enough, they're not doing Budokan next year.
Yeah, that one is actually, I mean, the way they said it, apparently it was already booked, so they couldn't get it. So, but it's still weird that they're then moving like to like December 31st, which is like, the All Japan spot, like, and they're basically running head to head as well.
Yeah.
Which, I mean,
were they running again on the 31st?
Yeah, they're running on December. Yeah, they're running the Yokohama Buntai.
Oh,
Yokohama Buntai.
Buntai, right? Okay. Yeah,
I mean, it's basically if you're like a, if you're like a foreigner coming in, like realistically, you're gonna go to All Japan. Like you're not.
At least it's in a different city. I mean, it's very close.
Yeah.
But it's still the. Okay, so let's see here. What time is? Oh, it starts at 15 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I believe those All Japan shows
they
also
start
around.
They started at 2 generally, yeah.
Yeah, so can't even go and try to like maybe catch the second half of the Noah show or something.
Yeah, I know, for example, like John Carroll, right? Because I think they've already got everything booked. Like they're going to the Ice Ribbon show in the morning, so it's quite literally a case of like, well, it's not even just like which one you prefer. It's also quite literally just a case of like, well, it's just much more likely to like make it to Yoyogi than it is to like make it out to like Yokohama in time. for the show. And then it's also like the thing, like what you want to do afterwards, right? Like, because you're gonna get out of both of those shows in the early evening, and it's like, well, you want to go party in Yokohama or you want to go party in Tokyo? Which I'm
Right.
sure Yokohama is nice. However, the other city is literally Tokyo.
Yes, exactly. And then in the semi-main event for the GHC Junior Heavyweight title, Dragon Bane defeated Mosca in 14:33 with the Bane Twister. Failed third defense, and then Dragon Bane is the 61st GHC Junior Heavyweight Champion. Paul, this was a fantastic match.
Yeah.
Mosca should be in the conversation for Best Junior of the Year. I know we're only in May, but still. I mean, him and Bane even. Best Junior of the Year.
It's like it's as well. It's like, it's kind of crazy when you remember how old he is. Right?
Yes,
like it's not
he's
like
41.
It's like
almost.
in theory, like yeah, exactly. It's not like like he literally wrestles like a guy like at least like 10, 15 years younger than he actually is.
Yeah, absolutely, half his age. Like, I mean, even think about Liger at the age of 41, which I think would have been what, in the mid 2000s, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, and he was still a great wrestler, but he was not doing what a Mosca does.
Yeah, and not as like smoothly as well. Like that Liger was still doing some dives,
Think about Hiromu,
but it was very
he was
selected.
younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Hiromu, yeah, who is younger? Oh, is
Yes.
he? Is he younger?
4 or
or
5
it's
years
like
younger,
roughly
I
the
think.
same age.
Hiromu was
yeah.
like 36, 37, maybe.
Really? Okay. I mean, yeah, but like Hiromu, yeah, definitely has slowed down a lot more than like Amaxa has.
Yeah,
And,
Hiromu's
yeah, no, he
going to
just-
be 37 this year.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah,
Okay,
4
he's way
years
younger than I
younger
thought he
than-
was. Yeah.
He's 4 years younger than Amaska.
Yeah, so it's absolutely insane, like the way he wrestles. Like, I mean, Dragon Bane again. I'm like, they were
Yeah.
both amazing in this match. It's
Oh,
just,
yes.
like, the Max
Not
side,
to underrate.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
Because Dragon Bane is like what, 24, 25.
Yeah, still ridiculously young.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, I can tell you that for free. Dragon Bane has absolutely got to rank fairly highly on my like 30 under 30 list.
Absolutely. Yes, it's time to get that 30 under 30
I
list. And I believe it's on
Really
the
need to
Voice of
get that
Wrestling.
done.
We got it. It's due the 22nd, and today's the 7th.
Yeah.
I sent you my 100 greatest wrestlers ever list like a day or two ago. I don't know
Didn't
how
even do
well
that
he-
one this time around.
I put Kawada number 1, Akira Hokuto number 2, and Tenryu number 3.
I mean, that's a pretty good. Yeah, that's a pretty good top 3.
Yeah. So that is a very good start for the year for the junior division, I think.
Yeah. No,
and
I think they've been
title
pretty
for
damn good this
Bane.
year.
Yeah. And even in the last year with the Hiromu reign, right?
Yeah.
But the question is, much like the Hiromu reign, is this just a nice little gold watch double champion thing for Bane before he heads off to AAA?
I mean, maybe.
I
I'm
can't
kind
believe
of
it.
confused with like what's happening with like the whole AAA thing anyway. It's like,
Yeah.
seems kind of
Well,
fluid
that's-
who is actually under contract there.
Because is Galeno there yet? I don't even know.
No, because I think he's also working like indies now too.
Yeah. Weird. I don't know. I just expect, I know we've said this a few times, but I just expect the Gobaldores just to like stop appearing in Noah one day and then
I
don't
mean,
know where they
again, like if you're a major like US TV promotion, like you would be stupid not to try and sign these guys.
yeah, exactly. Right. I mean, this might sound ridiculous, but even in AEW, you could sign them and just slot them in as the new Lucha Brothers because they have a very
Yeah.
similar dynamic, right?
Yeah.
Alpha Wolf can be Penta and Dragon Bane can be Phoenix,
Yeah. No. You can absolutely do that. Like it's
right?
yeah. That's what I mean. Like there's literally not a promote. Like actually, you know what? Who could actually like if they're not going to the US?
Mm-hmm.
There is another promotion that might want to poach them in that case because I mean there have been the reports out there that like New Japan is looking for junior talents.
Yes, that's actually very true. They may or may not have signed Dragon Dia.
Yeah, that one's not quite clear. Yeah.
But that's exactly the point, right? So keep an eye on for that. But New Japan really hasn't rated Noah compared to other places, at least recently. So I don't know.
Probably because it's more expensive.
Yes, you'll get them into bidding wars then.
Yeah.
And for the GHC Heavyweight Championship, Shane Hayes defeated Yoshiki Inamura in 31-42 with the figure 4 jackknife hold after the Bomb Valley death to win the title. And he's the 50th champion and the third foreign GHC heavyweight champion. I was shocked, not like the biggest shock in all of wrestling history or anything, but I was surprised. But also, goddamn, this was an awesome match.
Yeah.
Shane proved the doubters wrong.
Yeah, no, he really did. I think there was like a little bit of like a boring period in the match.
Yeah.
But like otherwise, like this was pretty damn awesome. Like just balls to the wall. Like after that, just
hard hitting.
Inamura.
Yeah. I mean, look, this wasn't just all Shane Haste. Inamura played a major role, and for all we know, Haste won't be able to recreate this with someone other than Inamura. I don't know, but
yeah.
I think Haste is also more serious than he has been. But honestly, Paul, with how well this all went off, I want to see Mad Mikey. Where's Mad Mikey?
Yeah. They're not that neither of them on the tag league. Yeah.
He needs to come in and headbutt some people and know.
Yeah. It's also a shame that like seemingly like Haste and like Mad Mikey sold the like rights to TMDK to New Japan.
It seems like it, but he was wearing like a TMDK
like
shirt
wristband, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know, but they're not, using the term or anything like that. But
yeah, because and it's also New Japan is like selling
Squad.
Like New Japan is like selling the what's it called, the like merch as part of like their like official New Japan merch. So and this is why I'm thinking that that New Japan like bought the rights to TMDK, like with like Suzuki-gun. Like if you went into like the New Japan store when Suzuki-gun was around, they would always have like the Suzuki-gun merch and like in like their own separate like area basically. Like it would never be just like part of like the New Japan merch.
Right. Honestly though, is it a bad thing? I mean, they had been TMDK for so long that maybe freshening it up, Shane joining the White Raven squad is what he needs to help freshen himself up.
I can definitely see it. It's just a little bit of a shame because they obviously like, at least in Japan, they were like originally like a Noah faction. Like I know that like they really were like a what's it called again? They were like a faction in Australia before that.
Yes, they were.
But still, like like they were like an important part of Noah for like a couple of years. But then again, how many of those fans are even left anymore? Because like that was like 10 plus years at this point.
Yep.
So
it's been a while. So
yeah.
What do you think of the title change? I mean, apart from it being a great match,
I to some degree actually saw it coming, I would say. I still wasn't like 100% sure, but it was just like, it felt like the Inamura reign had like, like run its course, and it was very much a case of like, well, where is it? Who's even gonna drop it to at this point? Unless you just wanted to like redo Ozawa versus Inamura. Right. It's also like a thing of like, well, if you convince like a Shane Haste to come in, you probably have to like give him a title reign. So
yeah,
that's why I was like, okay, like if Shane Haste is coming in, like they're probably gonna put the belt on him, if even like just for like a little bit. So yeah. So, I wasn't super surprised, but we'll see how long it lasts. That's the thing.
Well, we'll talk about that in a minute, because there's some booking that may suggest that it's not a long reign, but with Noah, I don't really know at the same time, to be completely honest with you. So they had the After Mayhem, which was the day after on May 3rd at Shinjuku Face, drawing 468 fans for Super No Vacancy Full House. They started off the show with a bang. Tetsuya Naito and Bushi versus Keno and Yoshiki and Inamura went to a time limit draw. I believe this is all Mystery Vortex, was it not?
Yeah.
So that was an interesting little opener, but get Naito, get in, get out. Eita and Daiki Odashima defeated Hajime Ohara and Katsumi Inahata in 701 with the numero uno from Eita on Inahata. He really likes pinning Inahata, it seems. Actually, this was solid, but really short. Carl Anderson, Doc Gallows, and Yuto Koyanagi defeated Kid Lycos 2 in Black Menso Ray in 716 when Gallows pinned Menso Ray after the Magic Killer. Now, that's a pairing I never expected I'd see. Doc Gallows and Black Butts Ray.
Yeah. And then they tried to like too sweet. You took
Yeah, they
Kuranagi
raised
after
his
the
arms
match.
too. Yes. I wonder if they'll stick him with them. That would be fine. Ryusei defeated Hiroto Tsuruya in 940 with an inside cradle. I don't know, man. Ryusei, sometimes he looks like he might be doing stuff, but I don't know what he's got so far. I mean, I think Tsuruya is the future, just in my opinion.
Again, with Ryusei, my main concern is right, like he really missed like the regular reps and like a key part of his development. I don't know, like because like Angel Reyes like announced that he's going back to Europe, so we'll see what's happening there. I don't know what the fuck Ryusei is gonna. I guess just hang around Noah is really his best option.
He should go to Europe.
Yeah, but yeah, if he can get regular reps there, that's the thing. If he can get in with like a like a WXW, like I think
should be going to Mexico.
Mexico, actually,
his family's legacy thing.
I mean, I assume he speaks Spanish. Probably. Like,
I mean,
I don't know. Like,
you don't have to.
It always depends.
Really.
Yeah.
All those other guys go and they don't speak.
That's true. That's never stopped the Japanese wrestler from going to Mexico speaking Spanish. Yeah.
Or never stopped a sketchy wrestler from hiding in Mexico.
Yes. Which, to be fair, I mean, Ryusei wouldn't need to do that, but
no.
Yeah.
Manabu Soya and Yuki Ino defeated Atsushi Katoge and Hiroki at 356 with the Passion Is from Soya on Hiroki, and this is all about a squash to establish this team. You could figure this out in your head how it went. Naomichi Marufuji, Amasuka, Shuji Kondo, and Midori Takahashi defeated Ozawa, Alpha Wolf, Null, and Jun Masaoka in 12:36 with the armlock package hold from Marufuji on Null, and Null takes the rare loss because he's usually quite protected.
I mean, again, it's the Marufuji push, right? Like Null, he got to squash a bunch of people in like handicap matches, and the payoff for that is he gets beat by Marufuji.
I know. It's fine match actually. It's a pretty good. Some pretty good teams there. And then Masa Kitamiya, Tadasuke, and Kai Fujimura defeated Kaito Kiyomiya, Harutoki, and Alejandro in 13:31 with the inside cradle from Kitamiya on Alejandro. And of course, with this being a Team 2000X match, you can expect some of the things that happen here. You can but also what happened was after the match, Kitamiya and Kiyomiya got on the mic and basically challenged him to a hair versus faction disbandment match where the already incredibly short hair of Masa Kitamiya was on the line against.
As literally everybody pointed out. Yeah. It's like, including English commentary was like, well, he doesn't have a lot of hair, so this match kind of doesn't make sense.
Which is funny because they will sell anything that no one couldn't sell that. And then in the main event, Kenta and Tetsuya Endo defeated Shane Hayes and Hayata in 1842 with the shooting star press from Endo on Hayata. And honestly, good match, which was about building up the Kenta versus Hayes match, which we forgot to mention. Kenta came up to congratulate Hayes at Sumo Hall, and then Hayes challenged him because Kenta defeated Hayes in the previous challenge, like in 2013 to retain the GHC title or whatever. So that was set up. That was a good match. And then I believe it was after this when Endo said that he had now, for the foreseeable future, was staying with Noah, right?
Yeah, until he achieves success in Noah, which good luck.
The thing is, by the time, whatever, even if he's in there another year, like DDT will, I don't know, solidified a bunch of new young guys.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's so many people coming up in that promotion. Like, there's no.
Like, are they going to come
spot for him to go
back to put over Takeshi Masada at some point? Like, maybe.
Yeah.
Is that how it's going to work? I don't know.
Like, I don't know. He can like rejoin Damnation TA, I guess. Because Eruption isn't really a thing anymore.
Nope, they're all retired or injured, I think. Or is Okataki back? I can't remember. I've completely lost interest in DDT since Gucci retired.
I mean, it's fine from what I've been seeing.
I like Ueno, but so that was that show, and then we go to the 5th at Corkin Hall in front of 1,302 fans, and I know. I mean, I think it's fine for what the main event of the show was.
Yeah, and also this. I mean, to be fair, it was in Golden Week, so. But it was still like it was still like an 11 a.m. show as well.
Yeah, all of these like when people talk about.
I actually, fun fact, this was the rare like early Kurikan that I caught live.
I forgot that this was this.
I couldn't sleep, so I was like awake at 4 a.m. and I was like, ah, shit, no, so I might as well watch it because I can't sleep.
I mean, I could have watched this live, but I forgot because nobody usually doesn't have this time slot.
Yeah.
And All Japan was later. One thing that when people talk about Noah softening in Korakuen Hall, I kind of see it, but all of those great Korakuen numbers were all GHC title matches, not GHC national title or just tag matches, right? I don't know. Well, I think they're softening a bit, but we'll see where this goes. So to start off, Keno and Amaska defeated Ada and Black Menso Ray in 541 with the PFS from Keno on Menso Ray, a fun little opener. Tetsuya Naito, Bushi, and Ryusei defeated Yuto Koyanagi, Hiroto Tsuruya, and Midori Takahashi 635 with the crab hold from Bushi on Koyanaga. And you couldn't tell me if I can't remember if Naito did anything in this match.
I'm pretty sure he didn't actually tag in.
Yeah, exactly. That's and then Nanabu Soya, Yuki Ino, Daiki Odashima, which sounds like a great team, but then Super Crazy defeated Kazuyuki Fujita, Mohamed Yone, Atsushi Katoki, and Hajime Ohara in 832 with the Passion is from Soya on Ohara. And Paul, let me ask you this. Is Kazuyuki Fujita a member of Team Noah?
I don't think he is officially. Like,
or
similarly
to Tsuji Ishikawa in Evolution.
Exactly. That's the exact reference I just wanted to make. Yeah, I think that's basically the role that he has. Also on like Super Crazy, right? Remember when like All Japan brought him in like 5 years ago or something at this point?
Was it that long ago now? It could have been 4 or 5, yeah.
Yeah, where we were like, this seems like a nice, like, like gold watch thing for him to do. And then he's like gonna go back to Mexico and retire or whatever. And then he just hasn't left. Still here.
Still here. So then after that, we had Yoshiki Inamura, Carl Anderson, Doc Gallows, Kid Lycos, and Kid Lycos 2 defeating Ozawa, Takashi Sugera, Null, Tadasuke, and Jun Masaoka 925 with the Muso from Inamura on Masaoka, trying to build Inamura back up. But we're getting out of this another Inamura versus Ozawa match coming up that we'll talk about in a minute. And then Shane Hayes and Tetsuya Endo defeated Kenta and Katsumi Inahata in 10:51 with the lariat from Hayes on Inahata. Again, nice solid little match. But then the Dissolution versus Hair match, Kaito Kiyomiya defeated Masa Kitamiya in 17:47 with the Skywalk elbow. And Kitamiya actually did shave his hair down all the way, at least with this. And I mean, it was fine at moments, but then it also had exactly what you think it was going to have with the interference and everything like that. And the Mad Prince made an appearance as well.
Yeah. It also probably had like the weirdest spot of the entire year, which I don't know if you remember that. Basically, they had this thing of the like you had like Kitamiya trying to like throw Kaito into the chairs, and there was this like old man who was like sitting there who like couldn't really get up.
Oh, okay.
It's actually kind of weird that doesn't happen more often, given how old like the population of Japan is.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever seen that happen before.
No.
Where like Kitamiya and Kaito had to like noticeably stall because the old man just couldn't get up, and then he didn't even get up. He just kind of fell out of his chair. Like he kind of just fell out of his chair, and they were like, "Okay, fuck it, we'll just do the spot now." And then the old man is just like next to them on the floor, and like the staff is like trying to get him up, and I was like, "This is bizarre." Like, what's even happening anymore?
Yeah, exactly. Just and then in the main event for the GHC national title, Naomichi Marufuji defeated Alpha Wolf in 24-17 with the referee stop, the perfect headlock to win the title. He's a 20th national champion. Damn, it's been a lot of national champions, and it's been how long? 7 years?
That maybe? Long, yeah.
I was before the pandemic, though, I think, right?
Yeah.
2018, I think.
I
In the days of Michael
think
Elgin.
so, yeah.
Look, I mean, this had the perfunctory Team 2000X interference, but god damn it, I don't know how he did it, but Marufuji had a great match here, and he somehow did it. And I thought, look, we said for a while that he was always good for one or two good matches a year, but then he had the title match against Kenta, and
which again was a massive
okay,
disappointment.
which is like, okay, if he can't have a good match and try against Kenta, he's truly washed, but damn, he did it.
Yeah. He really seemed like that probably was like it seems like that was a motivating factor for him, right? Where then he was like, okay, like I shit the bed here. And it seems like he just I don't know what he's done, but it seems like he just like is like, nah, fuck this. I'm back now, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm not against. Like I think there is actually chance now for like this title reign to be good.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how long it goes too, right? I mean,
it also depends if they're actually going to do any like title defenses.
Yeah. What I think, though, I don't know. Marufuji always struck me as a guy that just was happy to do his thing and not want to be burdened with these titles. So either he's getting ready to have a run before he retires, or this is just a really quick transitional thing, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
the problem with like I said, the problem with the national title, like basically ever since the whole like Ozawa thing has just been like, well, there just hasn't been that many like defenses.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. He can. I mean, he is the kind of guy that can elevate the title back into meaning something after it just getting knocked around.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
So yeah. So to preview, the next big show is on the 13th at Korakuen Hall. So I'm curious how this will draw, because main event, Shane Hayes versus Kenta, Yoshiki Nomura versus Ozawa, and I assume this is going to be a number one contenders match, basically, right?
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't really make like, that's the other weird thing where it's like, like the thing I thought they were doing where it's like, okay, you're gonna do like, you have Shane Hayes take the title, so you don't have to run back Inamura versus Ozawa.
Yeah,
you can save that match, but I guess that's not what they're doing. So
also, you didn't really have to run this match either, because he just pinned Naito.
Yeah, that's the other thing, because it is really no point for like Inamura winning.
No, none at all.
So yeah, no, it's a bit of a bizarre decision on Noah's part. I mean, I'm not against it. It's just I don't know. I feel like there would have been money in saving Inamura versus Ozawa.
Oh, for sure. Special tag team match: Tiger Mask and Keno versus Alejandro and Naomichi Marufuji. I take this to be Tiger Mask farewell to Noah match, right?
Yeah. I mean, for sure. Like, if he is retiring in like
July,
a couple of weeks. Yeah, July. Yeah. So this very much was a goodbye to him.
10-person tag match: Atsushi Katoge, Kazuyuki Fujita, Mohamed Yone, Hiroki, and Daiki Oshima versus Masa Kitamiya, Takashi Sugiura, Tadasuke, Kai Fujibara, and Jun Masaoka. Tag team match: Tetsuya Naito and Bushi versus Asuka, Black Menso-Ray. Another six-man three-way match. So you got Kaito Kiyomiya, Harutoki, and Yuto Koinangi versus Tetsuya Endo, Hayata, and Katsumi Inahara versus Kid Lycos 1, Kid Lycos 2, and Midori Takahashi. Then you have a tag team match: Manabu Soya and Yuki Ino versus Eita and Shuji Kondo. Well, that could be fun. And then you have another Hirota Tsuruya versus Ryusei match. Oh, they're having a best of 3 series game, and this is the first match.
I mean, that's a cool idea, yeah.
I would make sure that Tsuruya wins that if I were.
Yeah.
So also Global Tag League coming up, starting on May 23rd at Kyoto KBS Hall, and then ending on the 16th of June at Korakuen Hall. And we'll just go around the blocks here. So A block: LTJ, Naito and Bushi. All Rebellion, Kaito Kiyomiya and Harutoki. Elegant Darkness of the White Raven Squad, and that's Tetsuya Endo and Hayata. The Good Brothers, the Lycos Gym, as we were talking about before, and God Chairman, which is Takashi Sugiura Masa Kitamiya and Takashi Sugiura. Yeah. And then we've got Maru Ken of Naomichi Marufuji and Keno. You've got the Sunsetters, which is Yoshiki Inamura and Stallion Rogers. You got the Beast Funkies, which is Kazuyuki Fujita and Mohamed Yone. And then you have in block, where was I? Oh, yeah. In block B, then you have Kenta Katsumi Inahara. So we were talking about him moving up to heavyweight. Mm-hmm. You've got your Passionate Ratels team of Yuki Ino and Manabu Soya, and the Real Outcasts, which is Ozawa and Tadasuke of all people.
Such a bizarre team.
It is such a bizarre team, but someone's got to eat those pins when with Ozawa in this tournament. So, Paul, who are your sort of guesses of winning this one?
I think the Good Brothers probably have a decent chance, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Kaito and like Kitamiya and Segura out because I think they're just gonna one is gonna eliminate the other team basically. Naito and Bushi are champions. That doesn't make a lot of sense. And then the Lycoses are basically out. So I think to me, block A comes down to either Endo and Hayata or the Good Brothers, and I probably would go with the Good Brothers.
And do you think that their win over Maru Ken in the finals for revenge?
Yeah. That actually would make a lot of sense because then otherwise from block B, I mean, I guess maybe Soya and Ino.
I feel like they're too comedic to put them in the finals. I don't know.
But they have given them a bunch of matches to build them up at least. But yeah, to me, Good Brothers feel like. But then again, Good Brothers already can get a win over Naito and Bushi in the tournament. That's always the problem. It's people winning a tournament that are in the
Naito schoolboying Doc Gallows or Machine Gun Guy.
Yeah. Because I also have a feeling that whoever wins this is going to beat LTJ for the titles.
They have to. They got to get these titles off.
Yeah, they got to get the title off of Naito. I mean, if Bushi is the workhorse of your team, that's really, really bad. You don't want Bushi to be the workhorse of your team.
Well, let's look at the last block night here. Or the last two block nights, because on the June 7th, you got Naito and Bushi versus Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows. So this is last A block night. And then you've got Lycos Jim versus Kitamiya and Sugera, and then Kiyomiya and Harutoki versus Endo and Hayata. So those are all poised for some upsets there as well. And then on the last B block night, you got Maru Ken versus Inamura and Stallion Rogers. You got Yone and Fujita versus Kenta and Inahara, and you got Soya and Ino versus Tadasuke and Ozawa.
That's
right. Does that?
It isn't really a one that strikes me as this is to decide the block.
Yeah.
But then again, we didn't get that in the carnival either. So
no. Well, we kind of did.
Aside from the literal decider matches, yes.
Oh. So, that's Noah. I don't even know what this company is doing. It's both got some great ideas and some incredibly stupid ones.
I mean, that's kind of what they've always been in a way.
I know. It's so glaring. I don't know. Anyway, but then we move on to All Japan to cover quite a number of shows in the Champion Carnival, including up to the final block night. And we start off with the Kasukabe Touch Cube on April 25th in front of 453 fans for Super No Vacancy Full House. And we'll just run through this quick. Paul, anything on the show that you thought stood out?
Not real. I mean, the Hideki versus Yuma match.
Yes. Was the double pin?
The double pin. I thought that was actually it was quick. Right, and you had Yuma coming out like a house of fire and just taking it to Hideki. I thought that was quite fun. And then otherwise, I did like Kikuta versus Sekimoto as well.
So did I. I also give credit. I thought Ray versus Talos was better than it was going to be.
Yeah, no, definitely, because they kept that one short.
Yeah, and even Honda versus Zion was decent, but the thing with Kento versus Kuma was another snooze fest. They just don't.
Yeah, no, it's chemistry. They don't. Kuma just isn't the guy that is at that level, basically.
No, and I mean this was shorter than a title match, but even then, still, it's just they don't have it. And then on the 26th at San Jose City Public Welfare Hall in front of 728, we had Kengo Mishimo defeating Risato, Kumarashi defeating Go Shiozaki, Odyssey defeating Yuma Anzai, which I thought, my God, Anzai's selling, and that was awesome.
Yeah.
Yuma Aoyagi defeating Ren Ayabe, which a little long, but it was actually it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Again, I think Yuma and Ren just, like are two people that just have they just have, the chemistry. Like,
Yes.
it's just, like, again, like, if you remember, like, the title match, right? That was also, like, surprisingly good as well.
Mm-hmm. And then in the main event, Talos defeated Kento Miyahara with the Ride the Lightning Daddy in a match that I thought was actually better than their Triple Crown
Title
match.
match? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you kind of, like, identified that fairly correctly, like, last time we recorded, where it was like, well, Kuma is the one that's going to take the pin, and Talos is the one that's going to, like, beat Miyahara off, like, the two recent Triple Crown challenges. And it's pretty clear why, because Talos is just better.
Talos has basically pinned in single matches most of the main eventers in this company and former Triple Crown champions, except for one that won the two, right? But all of the matches here were solid. I mean, even Kuma versus Go was much better than that Kento match against Kuma and everything like that. So
I think because it's also because, like, basically the way Go structures matches just works better for Kuma than the way, like, Kento structures matches.
Yeah.
But, like, Kuma and Go just kind of stood there and just, like, beat the shit out of each other. Like, Kuma's chest was, like, welting up really, really, really badly by the end of that match because Go just chopped them really, really fucking hard.
Mm-hmm. And then on May 2nd at Nantokita General Wholesale Center in Koriyama, we had Kumarashi defeating Kengo Mishimo in 2AW, which was perfectly fine. We had Ren Ayabe defeating Daisuke Sekimoto in 1228 with a Death Roulette. And again, I think Sekimoto, being Sekimoto, got a little, let me put this advisedly, some fire out of Ren Ayabe, comparatively.
As much as you can, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then we had Yuma Anzai defeating Talos in 1210. Paul, which just brings us to this question: is this Anzai injury a work or shoot?
I am not sure. So, like, we'll get to it on the next one. But, like, because I watched that one after it was announced that Anzai was injured.
Yeah.
And when he came out to the match for Kuma Arashi, he was noticeably limping already.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that.
He's also a fantastic seller.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And when was the last
like
time?
the fact that, like, the immediate post match, he was like, "I'm so sad that, like, my Champion Carnival run is done." It's like, okay, that means you already knew it was over when you came into the match.
When was the last time in Japan you saw someone clearly go injured into a match to do an injury angle? Like, they would either
question.
Just,
they
would
either
just
keep
run
you
the
out,
match.
yeah,
or you work and you should.
I mean, actually, you know what? Like, somebody that is clearly injured working a match, I actually just saw that, and that was in Dragon Gate, where UT.
Where they fall.
No, it wasn't an angle. It wasn't an angle. Okay. It was basically UT challenging Tanaka for the Brave Gate title. Okay. Where they basically did no setup matches because UT has a neck injury and he's going to be out for a while after this. And it was very clear in the way they worked the match that UT was injured because there were just certain things they just, didn't do. But again, that wasn't worked around, like, in a way where it was an injury angle or whatever. Like, they didn't do that. They still, like, worked the match like a normal match, just, taking it easy. Like, it wasn't a case of like Tanaka working over UT's neck, like the way it was with, like, basically Kuma Arashi stomping Anzai's ankle into oblivion and the match getting stopped.
Mm-hmm.
So to be honest, I don't know. I don't know is my conclusion.
Look, I understand you got to get an appointment with a doctor, and maybe you need a more specialized doctor. But they had announced that Jun Saito was going to be out with a orbital bone injury, like, in a day, like actually diagnosed him, whereas they haven't announced anything about Anzai's injury subsequently, other than he's just out.
That's true. Yeah, they just were like, yeah, he's injured. No return date.
And he's posting screenshots from the Bachelorette on his Instagram. So someone have to do a media tour?
Yeah, but like, wouldn't you have known this in advance of the tournament?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's weird.
It is weird.
Is he winning the Bachelorette?
If he is, then they should be winning the Champion Carnival and the title.
Yeah. Show up for like the reunion. Like, not even that, he should just win the Triple Crown. Just show up to the reunion with the belt.
Yeah. I thought Anzai's performance in the Taos match, whatever happened, was really good, because if he had fucked up his ankle, he did quite well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was
And then
still a really good match, yeah.
Yuma Aoyagi defeated Madoka Kikuta in 1929 with the Fool, which, again, great match.
Yeah. I mean, Yuma really is like there was like a bit of like a lull in like the middle of the match, but then I thought like the beginning was great and like the ending of the match was fucking great as well. Just like really like Kikuta, like I think when he actually turns up the intensity, because I think it's something he struggles a little bit at times. Like he's really fucking good. And I said this on Omakase as well. I think he should just jump. I think he should just go to All Japan. I think just stylistically, he just fits much better in All Japan than he does in Dragon Gate. And I get that it kind of looks bad for Dragon Gate if they lose another guy. But I also feel like Kikuta doesn't really fit with what they want to do. With like the guys that are coming up in that promotion, where like it feels like
a Homare
Kikuta,
or something.
Yeah, exactly. But it's also like it's Tanaka as well. But it's like it's kind of like the Kikuta generation, and like Kikuta obviously, I think to me is like doing the best out of all of those guys. Like it feels like they've been passed by. So maybe the best thing to do is to just move on and just go somewhere else. And I think Kikuta has like a pretty natural landing spot with All Japan, which very clearly likes him, because they wouldn't have brought him back for they wouldn't have given him like how rarely do they give like back-to-back like Champion Carnival spots to outsiders?
Sekimoto and Mashimo, but
Sekimoto and Mashimo, but those have been around. Like those two at this point are basically part of the inventory.
Yeah, for sure.
Like they're not signed, but they might as well be.
Yeah, they're not getting work anywhere else. So yeah, I agree. I would not have any problem with Kikuta, or even just doing a Naruki Doi deal.
Yeah, where he just becomes like a freelancer and just works, basically splits his time between the two.
Yeah. And then main event was Kento Miyahara defeating Rei Saito in 16:57 with the shutdown suplex hold. And I thought that this was a good match. And because these guys haven't had some like meh stuff before, but this was solid. And I got to say, Paul, I think Ray started off a little shaky, but he is doing much better than I expected in this tournament, because I thought him and his shoulder was going to be a weak link.
Yeah, no, he really I think he's kind of like turned things around in this tournament. Like he's holding up pretty well. Like his charisma is coming through much better now as well.
Yeah.
Like just at the beginning of this match, right? Like when you had like the dueling like chants with them. And like Ray like really like firing up the crowd and everything. And again, Kento's so fucking good. Like the like indignant look on his face when it's like, well, how dare anybody cheer for anyone except for me? Yeah.
And then on the 3rd of May, in front of 670 fans at Light Cube Utsunomiya, we had Kumarashi, like we already said, defeated Yuma Anzai in 1 minute and 54 seconds by referee stop. You can draw your own conclusions about that. Go Shiozaki defeated Kengo Mishimo in 1923 with the go-on lariat. And this started like slow, but it built to like just a great match between these guys. Two great veterans just going out there and having a match and kicking each other's ass.
It's also like, I think Kengo is like, overall, I think Yuma Aoyagi is probably my MVP of the tournament.
Yeah.
But like Kengo is not that far behind.
No.
He's had some really excellent matches, and I think here with Go, obviously he had a great match. But I think like where he really like excelled in some ways is like really carrying some of the like weaker guys in the tournament to like decent
Like his
matches,
match with
basically.
Odyssey, and
Yeah.
that was decent. I mean, look, honestly, here's the thing. Okay, let's just talk about this now because we're on the topic. This tournament, I think, has exceeded everyone's expectations. I have not heard anyone poo-poo it.
No. Everybody has been like, this has been solid, yeah.
And let's be honest, Yuma Aoyagi replacing Cyrus was a big part of that.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
But 2 weak links are all 3 of the weakest links. Rei Saito, which I think was more due to injury, Talos and Zion. They all like, especially Talos and especially Zion and Odyssey. They were fine.
Odyssey, I think, was still like you still had like the worst matches in the tournament.
I think Odyssey versus Anzai was good, and I think Odyssey versus Kengo was good. Yes, I agree. I'm not trying to say that everyone here was a great wrestler. I'm just saying they had better performances than I expected.
Yeah, but I mean, with Odyssey, it's also like, the bar is on the floor, so
that's true too. Which goes to the next match. Talos defeated Odyssey in 12-18 with the right.
I mean, kudos to Talos for like getting Odyssey up for that.
Yes. And then Block B, Hideki Suzuki defeated Madoka Kakuta in 13:48 with a backslide, and this was great. Like, Hideki didn't want to have anything of this kid. This is vintage Hideki destroying a young guy.
Ate him the fuck up.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck is a Dragon Gate? Come here. I'm gonna beat you up outside for half the match. Then we're gonna go inside, do something real brief, and then I'll pin you with a backslide.
I feel like you can kind of get away with this because like Kakuta's going to the semi. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, exactly.
And then in the main event, Ren Ayabe defeated Ryuki Honda in 16:07 with the Death Roulette. And again, didn't have to do 16 minutes, no, but it was solid, perfectly fine, good, not solid, good.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I was a little disappointed because these two obviously had a much better match. And
that's true. The Royal Road.
The Royal Road, yeah.
Yes. But I don't think people were expecting much from them main eventing at Carnival show, to be honest. But you know what? It was fine. So then we go into this whole convoluted thing of the Champion Carnival because we had 2 wrestlers out, 1 in each block. Korakuen Hall, 1,377 fans. That's a good number for them at Korakuen these days, especially when this isn't even the finals of the tournament. So we go to Talos defeating Kumorashi in 7:46, the choke slam, so in and out. The Go Shiozaki pitting Odyssey in 9:46, the strong arm lariat. And what was great about this show was Go face the big guys and him just like taking it was awesome.
That was a really good look on his face when like they revealed it. It's like, oh, you're gonna face Talos, and he's like, oh, motherfucker, I had to like just wrestle Odyssey for like 10 minutes and have to like deal with the other tall fucker. God damn it.
Yeah.
I'm too old for this shit.
Kengo Mishimo defeated Kento Miyahara in 15:51 with the Mudo, with the submission. And damn, this is awesome too. Another like great Kengo performance.
Yeah, great way to like eliminate Miyahara as well.
Yes. I almost think like I don't know where we're going, but like in other ways, you probably should have been building towards like a Kengo challenging for the Triple Crown match. Do that.
Yeah, I mean, I do think. Yeah, I mean, I do still think like at this point, like Go is winning pretty clearly.
Yeah,
probably beating Miyahara.
I think so too.
But,
yeah.
And
then Go beat Kengo in the tournament. And that would have maybe they had to switch that out, but that would have also been a good challenger.
Yeah.
Zion defeated Yuma Aoyagi in 12:03 with the rundown. And this is like the best Zion singles match he's had.
Yeah, Yuma sold his ass off.
Yuma's done it again.
I mean, that's why he's the MVP of the tournament, right?
Yeah. And then Ryuki Honda defeated Daisuke Sekimoto in 14:11 with the final event. Again, awesome.
No, this was like proper like. I mean, this felt like a strong BJ match, basically.
This was a strong BJ match for sure. It was great. Kakuta versus Ren Ayabe, not bad, but I feel like it sort of took the momentum of the show down a bit after the last couple of matches, right?
See, my comment for this is Madoka Kikuta looking at Ren Ayabe and thinking, boy, Yuki Yoshioka has gotten a lot taller.
And then, of course, we've got all these ties. So, what didn't race? So why didn't race? Or someone went through with 8 points that didn't have to have a match?
Kikuta went through because he beat everybody else with 8 points.
Okay, yeah.
Like in Block B, like Hideki went through by forfeit. Like literally, like he beat because he was gonna face June on the final night, so he went through with 9. And then Kikuta beat Ren Ayabe, Sekimoto, and Honda, and that's why
they have to sort of use tiebreakers,
which they normally don't. But again, like special situation, I guess, because
two people save us from a three-way match, I suppose.
Yeah.
So in the Block A second place decision match, Ray Sato defeated Kengo Mishima in 450 with the crab hold, and this is a great sprint with Mashimo just trying to take him down and get him the quick submit, but then Ray fought back and used his power. And then in the Block A first place decision match, Go Shiozaki defeated Taos in 820 with the strong arm lariat. And this is, again, like quick, but that was all it needed to be. And then just the image of Go finishing Taos off with 2 go-on lariats was awesome, I thought.
Chop down that tree.
Yeah. So the semifinals on the 17th at make sure you call it Ibarra Wave Arena.
Yes,
Ota.
Of course.
It's
going to take a while to get used
versus Madoka Kikuta, which, and then Riseto versus Hideki Suzuki, which honestly, I think will be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And also, I think now here's the question, because Ray versus Hideki is the kind of match that you can do in 8 minutes with Hideki getting a surprise pin or submission. Do you think, what final do you want to see? I want to see Go versus Hideki final.
That probably would be the better match. I wouldn't be shocked if they do Ray versus Go, though.
Of course, yeah, Ray is defending champion.
And also the other thing is because obviously the final to me was going to be June versus Go. That was the original plan.
Yes.
So you just use the other Saito brother instead.
Yep.
But I do feel I think Go is I think at this point, right, Go is going to win.
I think
don't think this really.
Does Ray offer a back-to-back shocker?
Yeah, no, I don't think that would make any sense, to be honest. If I had to rank them in terms of likelihood to win, I'd probably go Hideki, Kikuta, and then Ray last.
Really? I would go Ray, Kikuta, Hideki, in all honesty.
Really?
Actually.
Oh, you don't think Hideki has a chance at all?
I mean, yeah, but very small.
Because, it depends, right? If Go is not winning, then, you can have, Hideki win, and then he loses to Kento, and you do, Kengo Mashimo versus Kento, and then, I don't know, you do, basically, you have Kento keep the title all the way to, after the Royal Road.
Yeah.
And then you do, Honda versus Kento for the title after Honda wins the tournament.
Okay.
But I do that's the other thing where it's basically Go's the only winner where I think he has a chance of winning the title. I think if any of the other 3 win, I don't think they're beating Kento.
Yep.
And with Kikuta, that becomes really fucking complicated politically because he is still he's still going to be the Dreamgate champion by the time he challenges for the title, unless they they're not gonna drag the Champion Carnival winner challenging for the Triple Crown until after Kobe World. And I don't think Kikuta is losing the Dreamgate before Kobe World.
Right. Yeah, that don't make sense to me. But, your Dreamgate champion did still make the semis and everything like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, this is the perfect thing. That's he's losing to Go Shiozaki, where that's that's fine. You can lose, especially if Go then wins the tournament and wins the title. I don't think there's any issue with the Dreamgate champion losing to the guy that then gets a big push afterwards. And
then you can have Go. Kikuta can beat Go some other point in the future, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Again, if Kikuta is sticking around regularly, you can run that match back eventually.
Yeah, for sure. Paul, I have a surprise for you.
Okay.
I watched an episode of NWA Power
Oh yeah, I did see you posting that you were doing some research, so I had a feeling that was happening.
Well, so far there's only been one episode of the Crockett Cup with the Titans of Calamity over, and I gotta say, Paul, they are really putting over on commentary the Titans of Calamity, and I have to give Joe Galley his credit because he really researched the Titans and All Japan, and he listed off all the previous
Nice.
World Tag Team Champions, noted that these World Tag Team titles had the lineage in the PWF and NWA International titles. So on this show, we started off with a play-in match, which was a four-way tag team match. This was for the number 16 seed. So the Titans of Calamity defeated Eddie Grayson and Jack Valor, and AJ Farrat and Frank Stone and Leo Fox and Murderman Kilbane, 249, with a double choke slam on, I can't remember, Grayson. I don't even know who. Right?
Fair. Murderman Kilbane.
There was this show had 3 matches, and Titans of Calamity were four. Sorry, this show had 4 matches, and Titans of Calamity were in 3 of them.
Yeah, you might have. I mean, hey, look, that makes it easy at least. It's like you just really only have to watch this one episode. So
it is funny because, again, Ren is being Ren. He's not trying anymore in the United States. He's not like, I'm in the United States, I need to like be a sports entertainer or anything like that. Like it's he's just doing Ren.
I think that's the thing. I just think he's not able to do anything else, really.
Yeah. Real Dean Malenko. Although he's not as good as Dean Malenko in the ring, of course.
No.
And then so the Crockett Cup 16 seed. Oh, this is the 16 seed play-in match, right? Because the Titans Calamity were the last to declare, so they had to do that. And then to get the 16 seed match, so they beat Sins and Grin, which is Bam Bam Malone and Izzy James, who we recently saw in Monday Magic, was it?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And so they beat them in 305 with another double choke slam. And then of course, the only Titans match is Giselle Shaw defeated Tiffany Neves to win the NWA World's Women's Television title. And then the main event of the show, this is the actual first round of the Crockett Cup after all of these play-in matches. God, imagine trying to draw this bracket. Titans of Calamity defeated the Immortals, Kratos and Odinson, in 7 minutes and 2 seconds after a double choke slam, and I think Ren pinned Odinson. And of course, Kratos and Odinson are no strangers to All Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
And Odinson a couple of tours, and then Kratos only one.
Yeah, I wonder why, because it was awful.
Yeah.
He was so bad. Remember when people were like trying to gaslight us that like Kratos is actually good? I was like, I've never.
That was later when he started working New Japan Strong. They were like,
yeah.
Oh, he's a great big man. Yeah. Same thing here. Odinson carried the match and was really the glue. And like he said, he was the guy that also helped make all those matches when he was in All Japan great with the end and everything. Right.
Yeah.
So
with Paro. No, he's the work on. He was the work on that team. Yeah.
Yeah. Because Paro's not very good either. So yeah, that was it. And like I said, they just kept getting put over on the on commentary big time, and they cut a promo after this match. And Ren cut it in Japanese, and they had the subtitles on, but it was very still mundane. Like, I hope to be the best and win the tournament. Whereas Talos, cut a promo and just showed so much charisma on this show, especially in the main event, right? Like, Talos is looks like a fucking star in this show.
Oh yeah. Like they should just put the like NWA title on him, really.
Yeah. Well, someone else in the Discord, also the VOW Discord, pointed out that Talos has got to get the Thrillbilly a tour of All Japan.
Oh, really?
Are you familiar with the Thrillbilly?
I think I've seen like 1 or 2 matches of his.
So, I mean, he looks like someone that would have gotten a tour in the 1980s All Japan.
Okay. I mean, hey, why not? Sure.
Yeah. I'd be perfectly cool with that. So yeah, I'm going to keep trying.
Is he the NWA champion right now?
I believe he is.
I mean, hey, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Look, it can only be better than the last time we had the NWA champion over.
Yes, that is very true. So yeah, that is your little NWA Crockett Cup update, which is funny.
Also,
It's
that it still hasn't fully aired as well. Like,
no. When was it? It was taped on. It doesn't say. Oh no, it was taped on April 4th.
yeah, so that's over a month ago.
But yeah, but by current NWA standards, that's not bad.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
All right. Any closing thoughts then, Paul?
Nothing major right now. I'm actually really curious how the Noah like tag tournament is gonna go, just because it's been so fucking long since they've had that tournament.
They had it last year.
They had, yeah, but this seems more like something they're gonna do regularly again.
Yeah, they are.
So, like, again, it was something that was kind of missing from like the Noah, like this time of the year calendar, basically, where like you can actually fill some time.
Yeah, for sure. And go out there and watch the Champion Carnival if you haven't. It's a lot of fun. It's easy watch too, right? Like, yeah, I mean, there's a couple matches that probably went a little long that featured Ren Ayabe, but
no, otherwise, like I think this tournament kind of breezed by, basically.
Yeah, it was very good and this best Champion Carnival since 2023, I believe, was pretty good. What was the one with the June versus Kento final? Was it 2023 or 2024?
Yeah,
Suwama was.
I think that was 20. I think that was 24. But otherwise, I mean, it's at the very least, it's one of the best since the pandemic. I think that's easy.
Absolutely. Oh, no question to that. Absolutely. All right, so we will be back. Let's come back right after the Carnival finals.
Exactly. I mean, that is in 2 weeks, so that works.
Yeah, and there's some big no shows before then, and I'm excited about these Carnival finals actually, more so than I have been in the last time, because I think I know who's going to win, but I also really want him to go to win too, so I'll be excited to watch that.
Yeah, I think the final is going to be good regardless of what the actual matchup ends up being.
Go will make it happen, right? I have my biggest concern though in the back, like first to mention, Go's playing. We don't know how much of this is a work versus how much of his shoot, but Go's playing. He's got his ribs taped up, like, is this man about to like fall apart in the ring type thing? I mean, you don't really know how much is a work and how much is a shoot.
I don't think there's even that much of a difference, to be quite honest. I do think like it might literally just be the wrestler thing of like, I know his body is actually falling apart, but he's just working through it anyway and using it as a storyline.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So so we'll be back after the Carnival finals, and until then, enjoy all the wrestling out there. Bye.
Hello, Voices of Wrestling Podcasting Network listeners. I am Jeff Hawkins, co-host of Shake Them Ropes, with a very special announcement. If it's been a while or you've never listened to us before, the original gang is back. Myself and Rob McCarran, back talking wrestling. We have no idea where this show's going to go, where we're going to keep any of the old bits or any of the old things in there. It's going to be a process. It's going to be a journey, and we'd like for you to come along with us. Only on Shake Them Ropes on the Voices of Wrestling Podcasting Network.